400 yards. Turn left. Turn left. 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. Yards, you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
Hola, hola! Remember the old book I told you about? I went and dug it out of a box at my padre's place. I want to try and find something.
And you need a driver.
And I need a driver. Yeah, bien. Head for Las Barrancas. I'll explain on the way.
So, what are we looking for?
My favorite book is called El Camino de Sidney Wolverstone, about an explorer who traveled Mexico 200 years ago. In her book, she describes these Atlantis she found, giant statues, but there aren't supposed to be any of those near here.
So, we're looking for giant statues from an old book.
That aren't supposed to exist, yes! I've been piecing together clues from the book. Do you think you can get this car right into the river at the bottom of the Copper Canyon?
You really don't know me very well.
Copper Canyon is a wonder of Mexico. There used to be 6 separate rivers which came together to create the landscape that we're seeing now. 4 times larger than the Grand Canyon, covering 25,000 square miles. Oh, and the green color in the rock is why it got that name, copper. Let's get pictures here. In the book, Lady Sydney's expedition makes camp here, but that's just a fun story.
Like a base camp.
Yeah, the book talks about setting up camp on an island and finding the statue in the afternoon light. It would have been about this time of day. There it is. That's the statue she described. Get a picture of it. That's unbelievable. That is increíble. How has no one ever found this before? Hola, amiga. According to the book, there is a statue at El Arco de Cabo San Lucas. Wolverstone said she found it at sunset, but I thought we could try an experiment. I've worked out where the book says the statue should be. We can set out and reach the area around mid-morning and see what we can find. Or the other option is we get to El Arco just as the sun sets. If you believe the story, that's when we'll find the statue.
We should take a look at the wheel angles on the fair lady. I think we can open it up a bit further.
Rob? Is that you? Are you in Mexico?
Yeah. You're a hard woman to get in touch with?
They're keeping me busy, Rob, but does that mean we're going drifting again?
Yes, it does. Meet me at the festival when you can.
I'll be right there.
30 stars across all speed traps. Are we undertuning these all? Oh wait, I forgot it's you. The scores are probably fine.
400 yards. Turn right. Turn right. Yards. Turn left. Turn left. Rated weak. 400 yards. Turn left. 200 yards. Turn right. In 400 yards, turn sharp left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. You have arrived at your destination.
There's only one Welshman I know who can handle a car like that.
Well, it's not a patch on your sideways skills, that's for sure.
Modest as always. So, what are we doing?
I need a third-party evaluation of the modifications to my Sprinter.
So just drifted down the runway? Let's go.
A nice show for the local drift club, just like back in the UK. There we go, that's everything shaken out and warmed up. Feel free to keep going, though. The temp on those tyres is coming up nicely. Keep at it.
That really is the best way around a corner.
Actually, there is increasing acceptance of the value of lateral velocity in shortening a corner, even in more conventional racing contexts.
It's been too long, Rob.
Head back to the top if you want another run.
So, when is the grand opening of Drift Club Mexico?
Who told you about that?
You're too easy, Rob. Call me for the next one, you hear?
Time to drop by and have a look at my Nissan. For the thing.
Sure, Rob. Anything for not Drift Club Mexico.
400 yards. Turn right. Turn right. In 400 yards. Turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
So, what have we got here?
The Nismo GTR. I do love a Nissan. One of the best drift platforms in the world. In my opinion, of course. Evidence for other opinions is welcome.
We've got a route. Right, let's see what this can do.
It's technical. Some very tight turns along the reservoir. Rear-wheel drive is perfect for this, though. tight set of corners coming. This is all-wheel drive. And pricey. Usually you see them on the pro drifting circuit. Luckily, we had one knocking around the festival, so I had a look at it. The GTR is famous as a modular platform, and that's not just because of the wheelbase and the organic grip. The VR38 DET engine is an exceptional starting point for a drift build.
That's a good car. What's the next recruitment vehicle?
Recruitment? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sure. Call me.
When you're over by the bridge, drop by. You know what?
I'll slide right over then.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 400 yards, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
That's the Formula Drift 325. Very nice. Not stock, though.
Not at all. Get in. I'll tell you as we go. Rear-wheel drive, 6.2-litre V8 engine developing 750 bhp. Custom camber for optimal entrance and exit angles. It's quite the piece of engineering. This is an interesting technical challenge. Drifting uphill. The additional inertia is a very intriguing factor in how you achieve the optimal corner approach. Alejandra said this was her first drift car. That makes sense. Abundant parts, reliable, and easy to work on too. Interested in how we calculate drift scores, it's about speed and angle in the drift. That means there's a maximum theoretical value for a stretch of road, of course. Excellent lateral velocity management. That's it. As before, we're running some informal leaderboards for all of these little drives, and I worked up a few of Haley's accolades. Have a look at them. There's a bit of a reward for doing them all.
I'll take a look. Call me for the next one.
When you've got a moment... Drop by the Copper Canyon.
Angelica here on Horizon XS. So all I have to do to make this a skill song is push the button and you get double skill chains, right? Well then, I'm gonna push the button. This DJ stuff is easy.
Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been here from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't give up, tell me what you want, you can get it. Tired of bad vibes, man, I've been sweet like a alright. Trying to long time, no fight, now we're coming like a hurricane.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Everybody talk right now. So tell me what you want right now. You can get it. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Jesus Christ! These days, this is Hospital Records Radio. You're back on Hospital Radio. Now, Dex, so Rami just called.
Okay, nice. All right. So, did he give you the procedures just in case we get hit by like a tropical storm?
In 400 yards,
I mean, we
turn
mostly
sharp
just talked
left.
about new season racing and all the cool stuff on the festival playlist.
Right, okay. I mean, you probably should have asked about those storms, bro. Right.
Well, probably, yeah. Well, I mean, we could shut the windows and just turn this next tune up.
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's give that a go, right?
At the roundabout, take the second exit. 400 yards, turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
I thought we'd been focusing on the classics a little unfairly. So, how about this? The 2020 151 Formula Drift Supra. This is based on a 2020 Toyota GR Supra, modified by Papadakis Racing, with approximately 700 extra bhp. But higher baseline speed necessitates maintaining the drift at a greater lateral velocity. Here, I find, is how faster cars need to balance forward velocity against the optimal angle. You are managing it nicely. This is a really tough corner. Be ready to functionally destabilize the rear. Some lovely corners if you take it right. There we go. That's us into the upper projection range. And for the,
For the leaderboards.
yes. Bit more time. Tell me, do you like volcanoes?
What are you up to, Rob?
Nothing at all. Thanks for the help. I'll call you. I've got a bit of a muscle car for you to look at. Drop by when you have a moment.
A drift-rigged muscle car. I'm on my way.
You know, I bet Rami 50 pesos you can restart every speed trap by next week. You better help me win, because I don't have 50 pesos.
400 yards. Turn right. Turn right. Yards. Turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right.
You're listening to Hospital Records Radio at the Horizon Festival.
Yikes! You might not be able to take that thing in competition, but it sure can shake up some speed traps. something. Try to hold it through the flag next time. It's not easy.
That's the Formula Drift Mustang. Very nice.
It is. I told you this was a muscle drift, and we've got 6.9 miles of the nicest drift road I think I've ever seen to try it out on. Let's get cracking. We're dealing with a supercharged 5-litre V8, giving you a good centre of rotation, very slightly biased front, 900 bhp to push out the back. It takes some, my jocularity, lateral thinking to build a good drift car out of a muscle platform. but I think this is a very competent attempt. It's all downhill from here. I mean that in the topographical sense. Watch the corners though. Can't drift if we hit trees. Not bad for what's basically 1.5 tons of 2015 Mustang GT. Just wait until you see... No. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The projection. I think we could do better though.
come clean. What are you planning?
Just a little something we've been working. Well, you can wait a bit longer.
You're no good at keeping secrets, Rob. You know that?
Do you think you could just pop over to Guanajuato? Be quiet, she'll hear you.
Sure, Rob. Mum's the word.
yards, turn right. Turn right. 200 yards, you will arrive at your destination.
I see you've brought some friends, Rob.
Yeah, well, just the local chapter of Drift Club Mexico. We thought we'd surprise you.
There's more spectators than I expected for a secret club. Let's put on a bit of a show then.
Just turn it... or just go straight down the stairs.
Mr. Kenneth Block's Hooligan Gymkhana 10 Ford Focus RS RX. 2-litre, turbocharged, front-mounted engine and all-wheel drive. There's only the one seat, so I will be the voice in your head. Guanajuato has something of a drift culture, you know. The tunnels, the narrow streets, the cathedral squares.
Roads are closed, right?
Oh, yes. Our newest member, Pablo, organised it. Now follow the tunnel. Watch the walls. They're snaggy. Left hand fork. Coming up on the end, and a peek at the future of drifting.
I've got a bit of a confession. You see, we've got another car for you to have a look at.
Is that what I think it is?
The RTR Ford Mustang Mach-E 1400, the first fully electric drift and gymkhana platform. Should we take it out for a bit of a spin? This car was customised by drift legend and engineering wizard Mr. Vaughan Gitton Jr. and the fine people at RTR. Why? To answer that age-old question. what is the future of controlled oversteer?
What's up, Rob? Looks like you two are having a lot of fun with that car.
Oh, yes. Vaughn, it's quite a piece of work. Could I perhaps press you for your impressions working on it? For the members.
Getting behind the wheel of the Ford Mustang Mach-E 1400 completely changed my perspective on what power and torque can be. Together, my team at RTR Vehicles and Ford Performance spent over 10,000 hours working collaboratively on this to bridge the gap between what people believe an electric car can do and what it can actually do. Turns out, it is well beyond my wildest expectations. The Mustang Mach-E 1400 uses 7 motors, 3 on the front differential and 4 on the rear, giving us 1,400 horsepower so we can do anything from drifting to high-speed track racing. Every piece of aero and every duct you see is functional for aerodynamics and cooling. This car makes 2,300 pounds of downforce at 160 miles per hour. Ford has made it clear that they are bringing fun and function to the battery electric vehicle space, and this is just the start. I've watched even the most seasoned vets turn into giggly little kids behind the wheel and in the passenger seat of this wild machine.
That was all-wheel drive. The motor layout allows you to change drivetrain essentially at the push of a button. So, just toggle it over from all-wheel drive into rear-wheel drive, shutting down the front motors, and then off we go. The fastest drivetrain swap you will ever do.
Let me introduce you to the featherweight queen. She got Hollywood eyes, but you can't shoot what she's seen. And that's all that she knew, 'cause when you live in the desert, I'm throwing caution. What's it gonna be? Tonight the winds of change are blowing wild and free. If I don't get out of this town, I just might be the one who finally burns it down. I'm throwing caution. I'm throwing caution.
Nice right-left opportunity ahead. Careful as you manage the inertia transfer. Very hard left, then right. Then sideways into the tunnel. Ahead here, and we're heading for where we started. On behalf of Drift Club Mexico, as well as RTR and Ford Performance, let me thank you for this show of the noble art of intentional oversteer. So, we thought you might like to keep the Mach-E.
That's amazing. Won't Vaughn want it back, though?
Oh, this is an exact duplicate of his. Let's just say I'm a bit excitable too.
destination.